Hi soldiers, before we start the reaction video, I want to say really quickly that we now have a Patreon account. I'm super excited. So for those of you who would like to extend your support to us on Patreon and allow me to do this full time and you love our content, please do be a patron today. On to the reaction video. Mwah. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on what side of the world you're in. I'm HalfLifeSistah, and this is my Happy Wolf Kane.
What's up, everybody?
And welcome to another episode of Sistah and the Wolf Reaction.
Yeah. We're going to do a commentary after this video that we're going to post up onto our Patreon. We just got a Patreon.
Yeah.
I've mentioned before that this isn't my main job. I do, but this is her main job. She's an entertainer, she's a creator, and she wants to be able to continue to do that. So but with your support, she will be able to.
I would love to do this full time. I really would.
So we set up a Patreon. What we're going to do with Patreon, we're still ironing out all the details, and we'll do perhaps a live stream once we have it all ironed out.
We're going to totally do a live stream, baby. You ready for YouTube Live?
Yes.
All right.
Well, no, but...
No? Why not? You did with me on Twitch.
Because I am antisocial.
I know, babe. It's okay, though. It's okay.
But here's the thing. We're going to do a commentary after this. A lot of ideas that Devin has that I share. I really feel like we're only separated by a few degrees as far as our ideas and our thoughts. And there is a middle ground that we can all get to that maybe we can all just get along a little bit better.
Yeah.
So that'll be an extra commentary. And we'll be posting that on the Patreon. We'll also be posting what we're going to do now because this is a journey for her. And please, in the comments, for the love of God, we are doing Kingdom as the first song. I'm gonna do several other songs with her today as well after Kingdom. We're gonna post the Kingdom because that was the #1 requested song. I know all the other reaction channels have done Kingdom already. She hasn't.
Yeah, that's all I care about. Understand? People they feel that we're just copying other reaction channels. That's not what we're doing. We got to give people what they want. They're requesting these
It's not just what they want, but this is your journey.
This is your development. I've never,
The reason we're introducing you to certain songs is because it's on a certain destination in your journey. Yeah. We've introduced you to thrash. We've introduced you to classic rock with Pink Floyd. We've introduced you to
Jimi Hendrix.
I should
have known about. I did know of him, but just didn't really know him.
Yes, and then of course punk when we did Halloween. Yeah. Of course power metal, which you love.
Exactly.
And now we're introducing you to progressive rock and progressive metal.
Exactly, baby. Yeah.
Now it just so happens that Kingdom is the most requested. It also just so happens that the performance he did at the EMGtv one where he's just doing a solo is also a nice way to introduce someone to Devin because it shows off his personality, it shows off his confidence, it shows off his skill, and then of course you've got the rest of the band. So we're gonna do Kingdom first, and then I'm going to also do Stormbringer and Grace because those are two of my favorites and I want her to react to that. We're going to throw those onto the Patreon because we're not going to do multiple songs from the same artist in a single week. Eventually they will come back onto YouTube, but it'll be faster for us to do these reactions where I can get the intro out of the way with the first reaction, post that one onto YouTube, and then we can just do pure reactions on the other two, post them on the Patreon for people who don't want to wait. You could come over there. It's just going to be $1 and you can see the videos there, and then you're also supporting her in the process. If you want to make donations, that supports her as well. We appreciate you. As a matter of fact, didn't someone just make a donation today?
Yes.
What was their name? Let's give them a shout out.
And the message says, "Dear Sistah and Wolf, thank you for giving me something to look forward to every day. I enjoy every second of what you two bring to the table. Sorry it isn't a lot," which it is, in my opinion.
And it also doesn't matter.
It's
the thought that counts, and we appreciate you.
Exactly. But I hope it helps. And hello from the Shoals, Alabama. A lot of rich music history from here.
For sure.
Really?
All right. Thank you, Joshua.
Thank you so much, Joshua, for the love and support, for extending your support to me.
And thank you for everyone else who's been donating.
Yes.
We just got this one before we started the reaction, so it's fresh in our mind. But we thank everyone who's
Thank you all so very
donating.
much.
Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Okay, Devin Townsend.
Uh-huh.
He's the gentleman in the middle.
So the guy in the center, he's a singer?
To call him a singer is putting it lightly, but he's also a multi-instrumentalist.
Oh, cool.
I love that. He's our friend to the north. He's Canadian. He's always been very musically inclined.
Okay.
When he used to come home from school, he would turn on the TV and watch the Monkees. Remember the Monkees?
Yes, I do.
The first boy band.
I love that. I love that show.
First of all, great sense of humor.
Okay.
He's not very sociable.
Okay.
That
Like
probably reminds you of
you.
somebody. But he's developed a personality.
You don't like being around people, but you're really good with people, which is interesting.
Well, that's the thing about Devin as well.
Okay.
He's an incredible entertainer, very confident,
Okay.
great sense of humor, always looking to crack a joke, always looking to break the ice.
Okay.
But he's had his evolution mentally as well.
Okay.
Extremely prolific musician.
Prolific.
Yes, he's done probably about 25 albums at this point.
So young though. Okay. So what's up?
He's 46.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, when you've got a lot of creativity stored, and we spoke about these progressive musicians, we're noticing there's a trend where they're multi-instrumentalists, and they're very prolific. They make a lot of albums, a lot of music. I think even Opeth mentioned that he does like 100 songs, and then he'll pick just a couple from those songs.
Wow. How does that work?
And that's why, they're usually the good ones, and then he likes to use the word shit. The rest were shit, but that's how he gets the good stuff. But he's just prolific, constantly creating.
Just flowing with greatness.
Yeah, and Devin, like I mentioned, is a bit of a manipulator, because he has he's known for what's kind of called the wall of sound, which is something I've noticed with also like Amon Amarth. Part of the reason why I like them is that some of their songs just feel like they're cascading music into your ears, and it's just like a heavy rain of sound.
Really?
And Devin has that in spades, because he layers music on top of music.
Okay.
So the reason why I say it's a manipulation is because he knows damn well what he's doing.
What he's doing. Yeah. Oh, okay.
It's completely intentional.
Okay.
Typically when you'll see him perform, you'll see him making fun almost of himself.
Really?
Like, watch this part, see how good this is, dude.
Oh, wow.
What
is that like, Devin?
And he's such an interesting cat with that, and I love him for it. He got his break in 1993 with Steve Vai. I know you're not familiar with Steve Vai. You see
that
the
name
requests.
is familiar though. Okay, so
A lot of requests, Tender Surrender and things like that, which we're gonna do. We're gonna do the instrumentals for sure.
Ooh.
And we might even do Steve Vai next after this, because it falls in line with Devin Townsend.
Okay.
Now, even though he's been around for a long time, when he left Steve Vai, I'm not sure why he left. I recall reading stuff about him being disenfranchised with the music scene, and how
About Devin being disenfranchised, or Steve?
Devin.
I'm sorry.
Steve Vai kept on doing what he's doing for years. He's a very popular dude.
Okay.
But Devin wanted to go out on his own and do his own thing.
Okay.
He wasn't liking whatever he wasn't. There was something he wasn't liking, so he wanted to do his own thing. He created his own band. He created the band that I technically know him for, because I'm not as familiar with the Devin Townsend project as I am with Strapping Young Lad, because I was always listening to more of the heavier stuff.
Okay.
And Strapping Young Lad was the heavy stuff. That's the really in your face stuff.
So
and
he's got layers upon layers.
he has an evolution.
Jeez.
And that's part of what we're going to discuss in the commentary is when he was in Strapping Young Lad, when he was a kid, he had issues. He was never taught how to deal with anger and aggression.
Okay.
And so he always dealt with it with fear.
Gotcha, with fear. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
And as he was growing up, he came to a possible conclusion that maybe in order to face his fear, he needs to deal with that anger and aggression head on.
Gotcha.
So what he thought might be a good idea is that he'll be the angry one. Really? He'll be the aggressive one.
Okay.
And that way he will beat, because he will out-anger the angry people.
Gotcha.
And what he ended up realizing is that your vibe decides your tribe, meaning
if
this is something he often said, if you are the angry one, if you are putting that anger out there, you're incoming, you're receiving that anger from people as well. True. So he ended up surrounding himself with the very things he didn't like. Yeah.
I understand.
So that was part of his growth period.
People grow, exactly.
Yeah, there's a lot more to it than that. Also, with there was a drug and alcohol period where he also thought he was bipolar, and there was an evolution there when he realized that once it was an interesting thing when he got off the drugs and everything that he also seemed to have not the not the mental issues
that he thought
came
he
with
had.
it. Yeah, so there was a lot of growth there to who he is now, which is a very mature family man, very
Level-headed.
world-loving. Yeah.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful.
And also he sees humanity very similar to the way I do, which is why I want to talk about it in the commentary.
He's your spirit animal?
Yeah. Well, Kerry King is my spirit animal because
I know. Make up your mind. So you have.
but he is more like he's more like mentally on the same page as far as how we see the Matrix and how we see the world for what it really is.
Okay.
And I always appreciate when I hear someone saying things like that. I go, oh, well, like-minded individual. I hear it.
Yeah. Oh, it feels good when you can connect with somebody.
Sure,
Right.
sure. And it's just nice to know people like that are out there.
Yes.
Especially when they're so talented.
Yes.
Strapping Young Lad, he did away with it back in 2007, and that's when kind of the change started happening. So he's been a changed man for quite a while now, and the Devin Townsend project has been his main project since then.
Okay. Thank you.
He had a Devin Townsend band at the same time, which he also disbanded. So now the project is basically, I see him mostly with these guys here, very talented guys. So let's start with Kingdom. Like I said, I know all the other reaction channels do it. We get it. We're just going to still do it anyway. All right? So here we go.
Take 3, marker.
Okay, this is not my third take. This is my first take. This is my third take. That would imply that I screwed it up twice before, which I didn't. So, all of you out there in EMG watching land, I'm,
There's that confidence.
Wow. What is that in the background?
You could just see the layers of sound coming at you.
Oh, wow. Wow. Oh my God. Oh my God. I know what to feel right now.
It's a hell of a voice, huh? Hell of a yell.
I'm blown away right now.
He knows you're blown away.
Okay, I screwed this up last time. Not now. Watch this. The most epic guitar solo in EMGTV's history.
He's being sarcastic by the way. That's the sense of humor.
Wow.
He just makes it look so easy.
Wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I'm kind of, I don't know. I'm kind of numb.
Yeah, describe what you just saw, because,
I don't know.
hold on, let
I'm
me,
just kind of taken aback.
I like this picture here, I'm gonna leave that on.
I'm kind of taken aback.
Take your headphones out. So there's a lot to process there. Go ahead.
Yeah. I'm kind of taken aback.
Mm-hmm.
That was beautiful, though.
I've been telling you for weeks that,
It was
oh boy,
beautiful.
wait till we start.
The only other time I felt these perplexing type of emotions
Uh-huh.
was when I listened to Megadeth's Toute la Monde.
Uh-huh.
Um,
Because you kind of heard something you never heard before?
yeah, I've never heard anything like this before, but it's not just that. I just feel that it's gonna take me a little minute to process what I just heard.
It's annoyingly good, right?
It's annoyingly brilliant.
Yeah.
It's absolutely beautiful. I need some time. I'm not really sure what I'm feeling right now. They're all good emotions.
Let me tell you what I love just
I'm
about
blown
this
away.
singular video. First of all, his confidence. You can tell this man has been doing this for a long time, and he is not going to apologize for being as good as he is because he knows how good he is, right? He also does these
I don't know.
cheeky, self-effacing things. Like, for example, when he said, "Get ready for the greatest solo you've ever heard,"
Yeah.
he knows that that's a very simple solo. He knows that it sounds perfect in the song,
Yes.
and that it sounds
Yeah.
amazing, but he also knows it's easy.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So he makes fun of himself, and then he gives it to you, and then he still delivers it intensely.
Right, intensely, exactly.
These are all the dynamics that I love about this man.
Babe, look, just give me a second, because I
Go ahead, take your time.
I don't really, this is a song that I actually want to cry to.
Yeah.
But there's something, I just
think you got too much.
I
It's
think
too much.
this is just, it was literally mind-blowing.
Yeah.
And of course, I've heard other songs by Megadeth,
Yeah.
Metallica, even Iron Maiden that blew me away.
Yeah.
But there is just something about this song, the way he delivered it.
Uh-huh. Now you know why I call him a manipulator, right? He manipulates you. He hits you with that wall of sound. That thing you're talking about, that's the wall of sound. That's just layer after layer of music. You're asking, what is all that in the background?
It almost feels unfair, and I don't know
Yes,
why.
yes. It's like you're putting too much good
Yeah.
music into a single song.
Oh my God.
There's too much good sound here.
That's what it is.
You're giving me too much.
Yeah, he gave too much.
And that's Devin Townsend
It
right
was an
there. It's
overdose.
too much. And it's perfect.
Yeah. Babe, that was perfect.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
It feels like he gave me too much, like, pow, like in my face. I didn't have time to really react to. I don't
Yeah.
honestly don't know how to react to this song.
Yeah.
Oh man,
That's hilarious.
it's moving. It's beautiful. It's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
It's progressive. Okay, it's definitely progressive.
Now, he's got way more progressive songs. He's got like those long epic
I'm
songs.
sure
as well.
he does.
Yeah.
But wow, I am absolutely certain that when I hear this song again, I'm gonna probably break down. And cry. But it takes some time for me to like really, really absorb this and really be able to appreciate it. I need to hear it again and again. I know that.
I told you, what did I tell you before we started this reaction? I told you, you were like, are we, how many songs can we really do? And I told you, once you hear Devin, you're going to want to hear more songs.
Yeah, you did say
You're going
that,
to want to
yeah.
hear these songs, okay? I assure you. So, there you go.
I don't know really what to say. I mean, I don't know, my loves. Listen, the song, did it make me cry? On the inside. Okay, it made me cry on the inside. This song is a 10. It's beautiful. God, it's like...
It felt a little
I
suffocating.
have-
I think you couldn't cry because you were being
Yes!
suffocated by the sound.
Babe, but how do you know, though?
Because I feel it too.
I almost
I've got
wanted to
ears.
punch myself in the face. Because I'm like, oh, it's just too much. all
So
at
much
once.
coming at you, yeah.
Oh, man, it was amazing, though. Ooh. Oh, me, oh, my.
Yeah, when he starts putting those songs together on his computer and stuff, he
What
just
was that in the
bullets
back?
that in.
I mean, I'm seeing he's playing the guitar.
Yes.
So I guess they have the instrumental in the background being played.
Well, he's got the
That was
backing track of
pre-recorded.
the song
Okay, gotcha.
in the
gotcha.
back. He's got all the symphony.
So many layers.
But it's not just, that's what I'm saying. The manipulation comes where it's not just one layer. It's multiple layers of even the same.
Yes.
Yes, he puts it together. He knows what he's doing.
He is remarkable.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I want more Devin Townsend. What you got for me?
You're going to get it. So we're going to wrap this reaction
Yes.
up, post it up. And we're going to do Grace, and we're going to do
I love this song.
Stormbringer. Here's the thing. We do Make Sistah Cry on this channel.
Uh-huh.
And this was technically a Make Sistah Cry.
Uh-huh.
And it gave you some tears, but it didn't make you cry because, again, it was a little too much.
Way too much.
These next two songs are going to be we're going to do a new series that we're going to throw up on Patreon, which is the Sistah Cry Challenge, because obviously you feel music and you cry, and there are certain songs that are so overwhelming that, like with Megadeth and stuff, that where you just almost
Died.
okay? And I also know that you do a good job of deflecting.
I can deflect it.
In the corn
Absolutely
video,
can.
I think, is a perfect example of that.
Yeah, I can
but that was
deflect.
in a bad place. But you can also deflect in a good place. Like when we're watching movies and stuff, you tend not to cry as much as me.
Right.
Because you try not to. Not because you don't want to, but because you don't. But
Right,
you try
because
not to.
emotionally I can't. I will be crying. I'll be a freaking fountain.
So I do care about your emotional state. So I don't want you to just completely relax with these songs. I want you to actually try to hold back. I want to see how long you can hold back, because my feeling is with these two songs that I'm going to play for you next,
Okay.
impossible.
Really?
Freaking impossible.
No, babe, but you know that not every song that you think or that my people think will make me cry will make me cry. Okay.
Bullshit.
You've already said that. No, you only said it once.
I'm
Goes
using
in the
my
habit
quota.
of- yeah.
Okay.
But yeah.
Well, guess what? That's why it's a challenge. I'm laying the gauntlet down.
Okay.
Prove me wrong.
I don't know if I like this new series.
Prove me wrong. Catch it
Listen,
on
babe.
Patreon. Eventually, we'll throw it on YouTube. We just don't want to have multiple songs from the same artist. We want to give you some variety. But they'll be on Patreon, and then eventually on YouTube if you can't join us there on Patreon. But go check it out. We're gonna go shoot them now. All right. Sistah Cry Challenge.
Sistah Cry
Throwing the
Challenge.
gauntlet down, baby. Prove me wrong.
Good luck, buddy.
For the sake of your health, I'm throwing out a new challenge. Prove me wrong.
Oh, for the sake
Don't
of my
cry.
health? Okay.
Don't cry. All right. Enjoy the song without crying. Show me you
Okay.
can. All
All
right?
right.
There we go. That's that. Thank you, everybody.
I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction video. If you did, please give us a thumbs up. Comment below. Do not leave without subscribing, and also share our videos as well. All right,
Love you all.
my
Yeah, and with that, as always,
As always, keep it metal forever, baby. Bye.
bye.
Please click the link below to see my schedule on Twitch and join me live and be a part of all the beautiful fun. Now, before you go, please don't forget to click that follow button And if you don't want to miss out, be sure to turn your notifications on. But if you ever miss any of my streams, you can always watch them back with ease by clicking here. Head over heels in love. Thank you for watching, everyone. Please don't forget to follow, subscribe, like, and share.